A somber mood is hanging over the start of Ramadan for Palestinians amid the ongoing conflict in Gaza and the looming threat of famine. Reuters correspondent David Doyle has more.
Preparations are underway in Gaza's Rafah for a very different Ramadan this year. Sahib Abu Jabal now lives in a tented camp in the southern city.
It is not like other years when the Ramadan table had different types of food. This year, God knows if we can find the food. Many people will be fasting and won't find food to break their fasting.
Nevertheless, she said they were insisting on putting up decorations and celebrating.
Reuters correspondent David Doyle. A top donor says it will resume funding the UN Agency for Palestinians as Gaza hunger grows, AP correspondent Rika Ann Garcia reports.
Sweden's decision comes weeks after numerous countries halted financial support in response to Israeli allegations against the organization. Sweden's reversal came as a ship bearing tons of humanitarian aid is preparing to leave Cyprus for Gaza. International donors are launching a sea corridor to supply the besieged territory. The health ministry in Gaza said that more people, including a 2-month-old infant, had died because of malnutrition, increasing the total number of hunger-related deaths in the conflict to over 24. I'm Rika Ann Garcia.
Farmers blocked railway tracks at a northern border in India on Sunday, continuing demands for a minimum support price for their crops. The protesters stopped trains and chanted slogans while sitting on railway tracks in a bordering village. This is VOA News. The U.S. flew in forces to beef up security at the embassy in Haiti and evacuate non-essential personnel, AP correspondent Julie Walker reports.
The U.S. military says forces started landing at the embassy in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, Sunday, evacuating non-essential personnel. Gangs mainly control the neighborhood around the U.S. compound where violence has been rampant and deadly. Guyana's President Mohamed Irfan Ali, chairman of CARICOM, is inviting select world leaders, including the U.S., to meet Monday.
The situation on the ground remains dire and is of serious concern to us.
Haiti's Prime Minister Ariel Henry, who is facing calls to resign or form a transitional council, has been unable to return home after traveling abroad trying to secure a UN-backed police force with no success. I'm Julie Walker.
Former U.S. President Donald Trump is using the death of an American nursing student to go after President Joe Biden's border policies as immigration becomes a leading theme for both candidates. More from AP correspondent Jackie Quinn.
Both campaigning in Georgia this weekend, former President Donald Trump focusing on the death of nursing student Laken Riley.
Laken Riley would be alive today if Joe Biden had not willfully and maliciously eviscerated the borders of the United States and set loose thousands and thousands of dangerous criminals.
President Biden in Atlanta on migrants.
Donald Trump calls them vermin, poisoning the blood of America.
Saying he'll work to secure the borders while creating legal pathways for those who are here.
Farm workers, essential workers who helped us through the pandemic and are part of the fabric of our community.
In an interview with MSNBC, President Biden says he does regret using the term illegal rather than undocumented when he mentioned the murder suspect in his State of the Union address. I'm Jackie Quinn.
There will be no truce in Sudan in the Islamic holy month of Ramadan unless the Rapid Support Forces paramilitary group leaves the homes and sites of civilians, a senior Sudanese armed forces general said on Sunday. The statement follows an appeal by the United Nations Security Council for a truce during Ramadan, which begins this week. The paramilitary RSF said it welcomed the ceasefire call. The general said there could be no Ramadan ceasefire unless the RSF complied with a commitment made in May last year at Saudi and U.S.-mediated talks in Jeddah to withdraw from civilian homes and public facilities.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.